Aloha everyone, this is Cheryl here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a video on my whole garden area, and I am gonna start from the front here closest to the highway. Now this front garden area is about 55 feet. So starting right here, I just cleaned this area yesterday. I have a couple papaya trees. It's kind of bare, but I did have a Mexican sunflower plant, and as you can see, they spread really quickly. The flowers just die and then drop and regrow. And then here I have a mint plant, and I still see my Okinawan sweet potatoes popping up around here because a couple years back I did plant some sweet potatoes here, and I guess I missed some, but you know, that's okay. More potatoes. And then I have some dwarf curly kale here. So I'm gonna plant something here soon. I don't know what yet, but and then this is my arugula. I did make a video on sowing the arugula seeds. Another papaya tree, and this is my milkweed. This is the crown flower for the butterflies. I made a slip. I cut a branch off, soaked it in water, and it rooted, and then I planted it. And then of course my plumeria tree, and look at that, plumeria is coming along. Those are tiny little flowers that are gonna bloom, and I believe this is the rainbow plumeria. It's the red and yellow one. Okay, and here I have a line of peas, and some of them look like they might be ready to harvest. But all I did was I put up this wire or hardware cloth with some sticks and stakes, and then I planted a bunch of seeds down the line, and they're doing good. And then here I have a bushy lemongrass, and look at this, guys. I'm gonna leave this cucumber for a little bit because I want to try and collect some seeds from them. So I have this cucumber vines, but they're not looking that hot right now. Some lemon balm. I did sow a little bit beets here, and then some more of my kale, dwarf blue kale, and then my premier kale, my favorite kale. And then right back here is some radishes that has gone to seed. And then here is my white eggplant. And here's another area too. I'm gonna grab some of the mulch in the back and put it over so I can attract more worms in this area, and then I can plant something there. And then here, if you remember, I had my ruby queen beets, and they did really good for me. So what I did was I just put some of my homemade compost, some chicken manure back in, and then I planted some Detroit red beets. I know some people say, you know, rotate crops, but I'm just gonna try it out and see how they do. It doesn't hurt to try. And then here I have some bok choy, and this is the oriental spinach. And yes, I found out they are the family of the amaranth. That's why look at how beautiful the leaves are. They are getting so big and they taste so good. Very mild flavor. And then I got more lemon balm. And then here is some arugula that's gone to seed or going to seed. Bunch of arugula. Oh my gosh, did you see that white moth? They're back. And then here is more arugula. It's been so hot, so the arugula always go to seed when the weather gets really warm. And then nasturtiums. And then here I'm trying to propagate some rosemary. Hopefully they root and stuff. And then I got some romaine in the back that I need to plant. And then here is some lettuce, leaf lettuce. And they're getting throughout the day, mostly shade, but they do get some sun. And then a lavender plant. And then here I have some mint that I just cut, like you see here, these little mint plants. They're gonna turn into big mint plants if you just cut it, stick it in soil, and they'll turn out like this. So I just started a bunch of them. And then my purple eggplants. And then right here I have more of the red potatoes in this tray that I'm trying to see how I want to see how it turns out. And then my munched up Swiss chard, my chickens, I let them out and they just help themselves in the garden to whatever they want to eat. And I got some green onions here. And you know, this celery, oh my gosh, I thought it just grew. I thought my celery didn't make it. This was like a year ago. And then suddenly this celery popped up. And I think this is the lacinato kale. And these, I'm not sure what type of, there's some type of sunflower, I believe, but I don't know. I don't remember planting sunflowers here. Who knows? But it's beautiful, so I just let it go. Well, that completes my front garden. And then I'll make a part 2 to my back garden because I can't, it would be too long and to upload, but you probably understand how that goes. Oh, and another thing, before I go, this is my mountain apple tree. Remember I made a video on it and then I showed you that beautiful magenta flowers. But anyway, look at the little apples. Only 2, but they're forming. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Mahalo and aloha for watching. And then stay tuned for part 2. Aloha.